We got to be careful when we buy silver and gold and when we sell silver and gold. I'm going to explain what I mean by that in a moment here. Please like the video. Give me that thumbs up. Make this video pop, my friends. We need to get this information out. Let's help everybody out there. Please subscribe. My goal is trying to get to 7,000 subscribers by the end of July. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. We're at 6,710 of us. Come join us. Don't forget about the Pinbacks giveaway. Coming up in 2 days. 2 days, you must be subscribed. I'll put that link to that video in the comment section below the video. It'll be a pinned comment. It'll be the first comment you see. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you are subscribed. If you think you're subscribed, double check it. Because the winner must be subscribed to win the giveaway. Over 14 ounces of silver. It's all in the giveaway video. Show you what you got. You're going to win. One lucky win will win the whole shebang. Thank you for watching. Let's get into the video right now. So a lot of coin shops out there. There's a lot of pawn shops out there. I'm not really talking about the coin shops or the pawn shops per se. Are there bad coin shops? Yes. Are there bad pawn shops? Yes. Let's just get that right out of the way right at front. I'm talking about these shops that say they buy gold, they buy silver. Maybe the ones in the strip malls. Maybe the ones in the big malls. You see center aisles. Little wagons, whatever you want to call them. Little shops, counters in the middle of the malls. Those are the type of shops. They're really not shops. They're scammers. That's what I call them. They pay next to nothing for your silver and gold, my friends. You got to be careful who you're purchasing from and selling it back. If you need the fiat currency selling back. You know how I feel about selling back. You know how I feel. I'll say it again. If you don't need to sell, don't friggin' sell. That is the thing in the nutshell right there. If you don't need to sell, this is a long-term hold. Most of us know this already. People get so panicky when it drops. They come in when the price goes up. They come in and buy like heck. Price drops. People want to sell. People want to sell. That's what happens. You know, why are you doing that to yourselves? Maybe you're not doing it, but there's a lot of people who get into this field thinking, because they saw some YouTube video, you're going to get super rich. You only need 9 ounces of silver to retire. I call bullcrap on that. You got to keep stacking. One thing I got to warn again on this. I've seen this twice. All right, I've seen this twice. One in the state of Maine and one down here in Florida. And as prices rise, we got to be careful. You probably have seen, some of you probably have seen newspaper articles. Not even in the newspaper. Not even in your local newspaper. They come out with these big ads. And they're probably 19 pages to 24 pages. We buy gold. We buy silver. And they show all colorful pictures of what they're buying. They go into these hotels. Motels. They rent out the convention center for a couple days. Talked about this before, all right? This has to be a red flag to you all. Please don't, if you know someone who's older, you get one of these in the mail. You know someone who's stacking. Warn them, red flag warning. A lot of times they don't even have a license to come in and to purchase silver and gold. A lot of states require a license to sell silver and gold. even at the flea markets, depending on the type of silver and gold you're actually selling, technically, most states, you need a license. It's called a second-hand dealer's license. They're not expensive, okay? They're not that expensive to get one of these if you want to set up at a local flea market. They're not that expensive. Now, if you're doing yard sales at your home, whatever the law says that you can have a yard sale at your home legally, some states it's every 6 weeks. Some states it's every 4 weeks. Some states you can do it every weekend. Whatever the case may be, you might not need a license for that. But check with your local laws. You got to check with your local laws. Going back into these schemers that come in with these big newspaper ads, you got to be careful. Don't fall for it. Oh, they buy jewelry, they buy silver, they buy gold coins. They might have the biggest fraud on the gold coins. Oh, gold's worth XYZ, and it's like $1,500 less an ounce than it really is going for. Be careful. Or we buy antique cars, little toy cars. I'm talking the choo-choo trains, the little antique cars. You know what I'm talking about. You know, they buy porcelain this, you know, this item. It might not have anything to do with silver and gold, but they buy these type of items. They come in and they steal from you. And they just come in and steal from your local area, and they're out of town. This is why they set up. This is why they set up right by the highways. Depending on exactly where you are in the country, you can go northbound, southbound, eastbound, or westbound, depending on your highway, exactly where you are in the country. They got multiple routes, and they may set up right between two exits, where they travel down a little bit of a back road to get to the next exit, and they go north or south that way. I've seen it twice. I've seen it in the state of Maine, in Lewiston, Maine. Right down the gosh darn road from me, a company came in. I don't even want to call them a company. They're schemers. They come in. They went right to the hotel. Okay, went right to the hotel, and they set up there for 3 days. Well, less than a quarter of a mile, you can jump right on the highway and go north or southbound. Seen it right here in my own state now, in Florida. Okay? North or southbound, once again, set up right on I-75. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it. So trust me, these scammers are out there. I called the one here in Florida. They actually were based out of Houston, Texas. And gold at the time was right around $2,000. And the ad said gold was $1,300 an ounce. So I called him up on this. His answer was, well, we can't change the ad all the time because gold and silver always change in price. I said, well, I understand you can't be an exact, but you can change the location on the front page of where it's going to be, where the next location is going to be. I said, but you could not have updated the gold. I said, you're like a $700 difference. Call him out on it. He hung up on me. I recalled back from the house phone call. Tried to change my voice. So I asked him some other questions. He hung up on me again. Well, before he hung up on me the second time, I warned him. I said, don't let me find out you are scamming people in this area. I said, I've already called the sheriff's office to report you guys. Don't know if the sheriff's office did anything, but you got to beware. Buyer, seller, beware. Know what you're selling. Know what you're selling. Know when you're buying. Know the price of silver and gold. That is the main message of this video. If you want great prices, check out Channel Sports and Pinbacks. They got the silver quarter deal on tap this week. They're going to be running that all next week. I talked to Michael yesterday. He said, yes, I'll run the silver. I've asked for that for you. Michael was fully on board with that. Silver quarter deal, 3 rolls or more. Check them out. They're running that deal all next week. On tap deal for this week. They got the silver dimes. For the Roosevelt silver dimes as you see on the screen. 5 rolls or more at a certain price. You can buy 6 rolls, 7 rolls. Buy as many as long as you get 5 or more, you're going to get the best price available through Pinbacks. Mercury dimes, $30 a face or more. Check that price out. Peace dollars and Morgan dollars, they're still running a sale. That sale will end Friday, July 4th. Keep that in mind. So the dimes will run through Sunday. The quarters will run through next week. The peace dollars and the Morgan dollars, they have ran for a while now. Those will end on the 4th of July. I want to make that very clear. Check your prices out. I didn't write the cards down. Prices are always changing. I'll get back to the cards maybe this afternoon's video. Yes, we're still on Stop the Milk campaign as well. I'll talk about that in a moment. Thank you, Pinbacks, for sponsoring my channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer out there, because it's not possible without you all. Check them out, my friends. They're very competitive prices at channel sponsor Pinbacks. They got the 5-ounce Sunshine Mint silver bars as well. You got to go to assorted weight silver on that to find those. They got the 40% silver halves. If you're interested in those, just type in 40% silver. They will pop up for you. They have a whole list of different products. Silver, gold, and platinum. Platinum is starting to pick up some steam as well. I'm not a platinum fan, okay? I'm just being honest with you here. I do like the platinum eagles, though. You know, do I have the money for it? Heck no. I just don't have the money to get a platinum eagle right now. I would probably do gold first. Then maybe down the line I would get platinum. You know, platinum could have a play here. Not financial advice. With the price of silver and gold. Look at the price. This focus on silver right now. Focus on silver right now for this moment. Silver's been holding its own for the last 4 weeks. Right around this range. I've kept talking about this. This 36.25, 36.50. We've been right around this range, and we're holding. What is there to complain about? People keep saying, I hear this in the shop all the time. I'll come back when there's a dip. There really has not been much of a dip, has there? Yeah, we got down to 35. The very low 35 and change. We ramped right back up. There was your opportunity right there. Look, the more we hold above this 35, 35.50, 36 range, your windows are getting shrunk out. Your windows are not going to be there for major dips. We're holding. Remember that. This is the summer months. We're holding at these prices. Now maybe gold's doing a little bit of back and forth as well. But really, we're holding, and it's just the beginning of July. Remember, silver is a huge delivery month for silver. Got to keep this all in mind. Got to keep an eye on what's going on overseas. Got to keep in mind that China is buying up a lot of silver and gold right now. So is India. Mexico is going to the BRICS meetings next week. Why? Mexico is the world's largest silver producer. Don't you think India and China want them involved? Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Where do you think all your electronics comes from? China? India? Guess what it needs? It needs silver to work. Silver is going up. Silver is going up. China's not getting up their silver or gold. India's not getting up their silver and gold. But people here in the States are panic selling for the most part. Because the price has gone up and they want, and they're trading a hard asset for fiat currency, which is losing value. It don't make any sense. You got to rise an asset that you got, but you're trading in for a fallen asset. Don't do that, my friends. Not financial advice. We're fully on board with Stop the Milk campaign as well. You know how I am with it. Stop melting the 90% silver down. Stop melting the pre-33 gold down. I get so irritated when I see or hear people, coin shops, and trust me, I hear a lot of it. Just heard another person in New Jersey from another pawn shop melting down 41 ounces of gold because that shop could not afford to hang on to them any longer. Sent them off. And I'm talking gold buffaloes. I'm talking gold maples. I'm talking gold eagles. I'm talking 10th ounce stuff. I'm talking quarter ounce stuff. 41 ounces sent to the smelter. Guess where it's going? It's going to China. It's going to India eventually. That's where your precious metals are going to. They're sucking it dry from the United States. That is what's happening, my friends. If you don't need to sell, why would you want to sell? Why would anybody, and maybe it's not nobody on the channel is doing this, selling their silver and gold. It's people who got into this are not watching these type of videos and don't really have a good understanding of what silver and gold is supposed to be, a long-term hold. Check out your local coin shops. Check out your local coin shows, my friends. Sometimes you get better deals there at the local coin shows. Type it in Google. Please, type it in Google. Where is my local coin show at? When is my next local coin show? Google will let you know. If it's posted, someone posted, it will let you know. Check them out. Let's keep the coin shows alive. Sometimes you get better deals. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you do get better deals, like channel sponsor pinbacks. Sometimes you get better deals from your local coin shops. But be warned of these scammers out there. If you don't like the offer, don't sell it. Don't buy it. That is, you got to shop around. You have to shop around because you've seen it on my 90% Silver Market Watch reports every single Saturday. And this Saturday is coming up. I'll do it again. It'll be my 47th week in a row. You have seen it. That between the online deals I showed, some of them are quite high. Some of them are quite lower. Sometimes they're all within range, but that's very rare. There are some online bullion dealers claim to have the best price. Not true. Not true whatsoever. I will say this again for channel sponsor pinbacks. They don't claim they always have the best price. But I can tell you, they have the best customer service all around. And oftentimes, they do have the best price. When someone else has a sale, and I'm talking an online dealer, you better check out pinbacks first too. Because a lot of times, pinbacks is always cheaper than that sale price. Keep that in mind as you shop around. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for sharing the videos out. If you have any questions for me, my email is always in the description of every single video. One more thing I want to leave you with. Keep stacking your 90. Why would we want to destroy real money? Just the sound of it. Just the sound that 90% silver jingle. Keep melting it down. We're not going to have anything left to jingle. Coin Shop Chris is out. We will see you later.